Over the course of the last 15 years, we've been really focusing on mastering the craft beer. And I believe right now our beer is some of the best in the world. My name is David Katleski. I'm the founder of Empire Brewing Company. I opened the Empire in 1994. We've won a number of Great American Beer Festival medals. We've won 3 World Beer Cup medals. Our stout won as Best Stout in the world in 1996. Unfortunately, we are at capacity in Syracuse, and we would like to bring the beer to you. So we've partnered with a brewery in Brooklyn named Greenpoint Beer Works, and we're brewing our beer in Brooklyn under the same strict philosophy and brewing practices that we use in Syracuse, directly in Brooklyn. The best thing about this beer is it is brewed locally, all natural ingredients, some of the finest world-class malts and barley, hops, and our proprietary yeast strain, which make it uniquely Empire.
Hi, I'm Tim Butler, Director of Brewing Operations for Empire Brewing Company. This is how we make Empire Cream Ale. We use some of the finest malts available in the world, also some of the finest American hops that a brewer can find. We also use our crisp, clean, Skinny Atlas Lake water, which is very similar to the award-winning brewing water that's used in Brooklyn, as well as our proprietary house yeast strain, which will give the cream ale a crisp, clean finish. So if you have a nitrogen-driven stout on tap, the transition to Empire Cream Ale should be simple. What we're doing now is a straight part pour, single pour. Most stouts are poured with a two-part pour. We don't do that with our cream ale. We pour it once, we set it to the customer, and we let the beer sell itself. After about 30 seconds to a minute, that's going to settle out to a nice golden colored ale with a creamy, thick head.
The American style pub ale is going to be driven with nitrogen, which gives it a cascading effect. It gives it a creaminess. It is called our Empire Cream Ale, and it is light and effervescent. The nice thing about the beer is that it caters to the craft beer drinker, and it also opens up this style of beer to a non-craft beer drinker. So it's a good introductory level beer. It is one of our best-selling beers at the Empire Brewing Company Brew Pub. So we're looking forward to offering this to the metropolitan New York area, and hopefully we'll enjoy some of the successes there that we have in Syracuse with this particular beer.
My name is Tim Butler, Director of Brewing Operations for Empire Brewing Company.
Hi, I'm John Sullivan. I'm Assistant Brewer for Empire Brewing Company here in Syracuse, New York.
Empire Amber Ale has been our #1 selling beer since 1994, and we consider it to be our flagship ale.
It's really generated a cult following, and I attest that to the fact that it's a very sessionable ale.
Empire Amber Ale gets its deep amber color from the fine English malts that we use in this beer.
We refer to our Amber Ale as an English-American hybrid. That's because we combine the finest English malts from Thomas Fawcett Maltsters and American hop varieties, including Nugget and Columbus.
Those malts also tend to lend it a bready, biscuity character. When crossed with the fruity American hops, gives it a very high drinkability and allows it to pair very well with all types of foods.
From burgers, steak, chicken salads, you can basically drink amber with anything.
And it has a wonderful caramel taste.
All right, well, we hope you enjoy drinking it as much as we enjoy brewing it. Cheers, everybody.
Delicious.
My name is Tim Butler, Director of Brewing Operations for Empire Brewing Company. The style of IPA was born in England during the English occupation of India. Part of the rations that the troops would receive was beer, and that beer was shipped to them via a boat that was brewed in England. The brewers discovered that the beer wasn't making the journey. So what the brewers in England decided to do was create a beer that could last the long voyage and the conditions in the ship. How they did that was they increased the alcohol content and increased the hop content of the beer, both alcohol and hops being a natural preservative, which would allow the beer to make that journey all the way across the sea into the hands of the English troops. The flavors would mellow during the time the beer was traveling, so it would taste similar to the beers they were getting back home, but something was just a bit different about it. Part of the story goes is that one of these ships was leaving the port of London and it crashed on its way out of the dock. So the ship workers and the dock workers decided to do what they thought was the most important thing, and that was save the casks of beer. So as the casks were arriving back onto the dock and they were throwing them back on the dock off the boat, of course some of them had cracked open. These were wooden casks at the time, they weren't metal casks or steel casks like we use today. Of course, the dock workers were curious as to what was coming out, and they started tasting the beer and realized that it was a different style of beer than was being brewed at that time in England. At that moment, the style of India Pale Ale was born.
I'm Olivia, I'm an assistant brewer at Empire Brewing Company. Empire IPA is a West Coast style IPA. We use the finest malt and West Coast grown hops and an aggressive hop schedule to give this beer a classic yet unique flavor. This version of our IPA employs a new hop released this year by Hop Union called Falconer's Flight. It's a blend of the three most popular American hops, Sriracha Ace, Simcoe, and Citra. 6 hop additions over a 60-minute boil give this beer a combination of a resiny hop bitterness, an earthy hop flavor, and a forward citrus hop aroma. We hope you enjoy drinking this beer as much as we enjoy brewing it.
Happy, chewy, goodness.
I love it. Hi, I'm Tim Butler, Director of Brewing Operations for Empire Brewing Company.
I'm Olivia Serio, the assistant brewer at Empire, and we're going to tell you about White Afro.
The style of Belgian white has been brewed in Belgium since the late 1500s. Traditionally, these styles use coriander and orange peel as spices. At Empire, we've decided to put a twist on those spices and use ginger, lavender, lemon peel, and just a touch of local honey.
We use the traditional Belgian white yeast strain, giving it that classic spice, but the lavender and lemon peel really add a refreshing element to it. The Afro in White Afro is short for aphrodisiac. Lavender has been said to be an aphrodisiac throughout history. It's earthy but not too floral. It's crisp on your palate and has a refreshing finish.